pissed. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Nate. Do your thing.
yeah. This
Yeah, I'm
is
trying to get it done before anybody else shows up.
right. Yeah, this is
Burn
this is
through
real
it.
weird because no TJ too. Yeah, welcome to Movie the Podcast. That's right, Movie the Podcast. We have two slabs of normal beef, one side of whatever I am, I don't know, and then we're missing other beef. So the barn is drafty, but we're here. We're here to talk about a timeless love story, a movie about two men who society can't really accept until they do, and that's fine. So it's a lot more optimistic than Brokeback Mountain.
But society can only accept them once they accept each other and themselves.
This is true. I mean, but isn't that the truth about everything?
Yeah.
You just gotta believe in yourself, you know? Stop waiting for other people to say yes. You have to say yes to your own symbiote. Uh, the best review I saw of this movie on Letterboxd was "Call Me by Your Symbiote." I thought that was pretty good.
Did TJ send you guys the one where it was like, call me by your name too? This time it's a chick.
There you go. That's good.
That's it, made me laugh. Um, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't say the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we watched Venom: Let There Be Carnage, the sequel to Venom.
Um, not to
I'm
bury
gonna
the
say.
lead. I
I'm gonna
might have
say.
said this. Go ahead, Alec.
No, you go ahead. You said bury the lead already, so go ahead.
Um, I think this is one of those movies. I might have said it about the other Venom movies too, where I don't give a shit about anybody in the movie except for Eddie Brock and Venom. Like it could just be them two bumbling around, and like I'm fine with that.
Yeah, 100%. Like this movie is most interesting when it is just their like odd couple buddy comedy love story. And the rest of it, I don't care at all. It's fine. It's not like it's bad, but yeah, I love it when
I
they're
mean,
together.
it's not good,
Sure, well, sure. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, the
but like this movie's for my money. I haven't seen the third one, and this is my first time seeing this one. This is eminently better than the first Venom.
Yes,
yeah. Well, because this isn't
like
this isn't setting anything up. It's not having to be an origin story, and it has the beautiful advantage of being like, well, what if the only major conflict is that they break up?
So
well,
really,
I
this
think
is it might be on the same level too as Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
you know what? I don't hate it. I think with this movie, I think the first one, like I love the first one. Right? I'm on record as like howling in the theater, but I don't think they realized how stupid that movie was after they made it or while they were making it. I think they went into this going, this movie is going to be stupid.
Yeah.
And in a very rare maneuver, they actually kind of stuck it. Like they didn't overdo how stupid it is.
No, I think it's perfect in the way it's balanced. And
Yeah.
in the way that it kind of hand waves all of the Carnage stuff. Like it's in the movie, but it's almost deplotted to the point where you're like, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson's in the movie, I guess? Question mark? Like, yeah. Because the first movie, I agree with you. Like, I enjoyed it because after you guys talked about it so much, I went and watched all three of them. And like, I think all three are fun movies, but this is
Yeah.
definitely the best of the bunch. And it's probably 2, 1, 3, kind of same with the original trilogy of Star Wars, where I don't
Yeah.
know. Three is fine, but it gets bogged down by throwing that stupid family into the mix, like we're supposed to care about them. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't need this
Again,
stuff.
the best part of three is just the two of them grab assing around everywhere.
Yeah, Venom
They're
turning into
actually like
like bunny
surprisingly
rabbits
emotional
and
at the
shit.
end. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it is. And that's the thing. These movies have like an emotional core where when they're on the beach at the end, you're like, "Aw, guys, that's sweet. That's
Yeah.
sweet that you're
The
back
emotional
together."
core of the movie is that it's gay as fuck.
Yeah. All right, but I guess we're
Hell
supposed
yeah.
to do this in a certain order, right? So let's talk about what we watched this last week or two. Alec,
I watched a couple of things.
hey, a couple of
Couple
things.
What did
things.
I watch? Um, we'll say three.
Excellent.
I watched Death Becomes Her.
Excellent movie.
That movie rocks.
It's a good
Yeah.
The
movie.
movie's so good, and it's so interesting seeing like back when Bruce Willis like gave a full shit and wasn't riddled with CTE or whatever. Um,
Yeah, yeah, you got the brains.
yeah, whatever he's got going on now. That movie's a blast. It's so much fun. It's so insane. Everybody's just chewing up every bit of scenery they can in it. Like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's fucking great. They're all hilarious. The like
How do
some of
those
the
effects hold up?
not bad. There's a couple of parts where it's a
Uh,
little janky. Like overall, there were some parts where I was like, how the fuck did they do that? Like I don't even understand. Um, yeah, there's a few parts where there's like the one iconic scene where Goldie Hawn has like a hole shot through her stomach,
Hmm.
and that's
yeah,
not great. But like, there's a scene like right after that, or right before, or after that, where Meryl Streep's like neck is broken, and
And
she's like
twisted all the way
monkey,
around.
yeah.
but she's
Yeah.
like monkey boning her way around the scene, and it looks like fucking crazy. But it's also like 15 years before Monkey Bone. But I'm sure she didn't
Shout
mess
out
up
to
her
Monkey
back
Bone.
for life like Chris Kattan did.
Yeah. Goldie Hawn's one of those women I never think of when I think of like women I find super attractive, but every time I see her in something, I'm like, oh, she's so cute. Like, I don't know what it is. Because she's not like my type, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Well, and I don't know. Like when we were kids, like
He was
it
in
would have
everything
been
when we were kids.
right in between the what, like Laugh-In era and then like
yeah.
whatever
Bro,
she was doing.
I
Because
saw
Captain
Overboard
Ron and
on
shit. Yeah.
HBO. Yeah. Or
Overboard.
was it Overboard or Captain Ron? Or I saw like I think it was she in both of them?
Maybe?
I
I
mean,
know.
he's in both of them. I don't know if she's in both of them.
Yeah.
She's definitely an
Okay.
overboard.
Okay, because I saw Overboard, I think 100 times on HBO. It was like Side Out and North Shore, and that
Side
were
out.
always on. Do you remember Side Out?
Yeah. She
I've
is
The Soul
never
not
seen it.
Man playing volleyball.
That's
she is
funny.
not in Captain Ron.
Okay, she's not
Okay,
in Captain
The
Ron.
female lead in Captain Ron is Martin Short.
Great.
yeah, I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like
Um
Private Benjamin is I've seen her in that. I don't remember even if that movie's any good. But that
I
was very
almost
It's
said
like
much like,
Stripes.
oh,
Like the
she's cute, but
first
what if
half is good, but the
yeah.
second half's like, meh.
I almost said True Beverly Hills, but that's Shelley Long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I would recommend it. It's a good watch. It's fun. Um Everybody's fun in it. Isabella Rossellini is the weird naked witch thing.
she's naked in everything.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because
and
in Death Becomes Her, she's got the like backless, like beaded curtain shirt thing that she
it
wears, right?
literally somehow just covers her boobs.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't cover anything else. Um Fabio is in it for like a second. When her when Isabella Rossellini's like henchmen show up, they all look like American gladiators. They have like American gladiator like gear on, it looks like. Um yeah, I highly recommend. Um Next, what do we watch? We watched Christine the other day.
About
First
the
time
haunted car?
yeah. First time seeing Christine, and it's not bad for what it is. It's a little long, kind of drags on, but like it's not a bad little horror movie
Is it
based on
that's
a
like the 83 one or 86?
yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
okay.
that has like nobody famous in it.
But you can tell he becomes bad because his acne clears up and he starts slicking his hair back.
Yeah, he doesn't wear glasses anymore somehow because I
Yeah.
don't know that they
He's
had
got
contacts back then.
a Stefan Urkel transformation.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
totally
he
what it
gets
is.
he
Yeah.
gets his beat up ass car and he turns into Stefan Urkel.
Didn't like
It's
the
a
seat belts like choke somebody to death in that?
yeah, the seatbelt choked somebody to death. One guy, the seat slowly moves forward and crushes him between the steering column and the seat. But he's actually a guy who, like, I don't know why the car killed him because he was like the only guy who was being nice to the nerd. He was like letting him work out there, work on his car at that spot for free and stuff. Um,
Just a horny car. I'm jealous.
yeah, people getting just mushed by cars, mushed by the car,
Hey, somebody
flattened.
gets like rolled up in the window too, right? Maybe. Or
I
maybe
don't
not.
remember
Yeah.
that. Um, but it's not bad. It's it's probably one of the better Stephen King adaptations, considering
Considering
he's had
how
a lot
absurd
of
the premise
bad
is too.
ones.
Like
Yeah,
it's like haunted car that does things that the two people who come near it, which makes it the least
yes.
dangerous thing that's ever been. But yeah, yeah.
And finally, we watched a movie last night called Hell Baby, which is not very good. I
Does
know
that
the name.
have Ricky Lindholm in it?
I don't know who that is.
She's one half of Garfunkel and Oates. She's like the tall, skinny blonde
Oh,
lady with the
she
bug
is
eyes,
in it.
big
She
eyes.
is in it.
Because she's like
Yes, it's a
fully
very
nude in the
small.
movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's in it for a very short period. But it's written by Thomas Leonard and Robert Ben Garant, and it has a bunch of the state guys in it. And the two leads are Leslie Bibb and Rob Corddry. And like I was just expecting more from that talented of like a production team. It just was meh. It was fine. A lot of half the jokes didn't land. It was. I felt like it didn't know if it wanted to be like a really like really dark horror comedy or just like a comedy with some horror in it. And it just kind of like some scenes were too much and some scenes weren't enough. And it just didn't really make sense what they were going for.
I feel like that's a
And like those state guys, they like most things they do. I like they nail. I love almost everything they do, but this one was kind of a dud.
I feel like that's kind of a problem with like Rob Corddry leading a movie though, because
Yeah,
he's
he's
really good as the snarky friend, but I can't see him being at the center of something because he always seems like he's side-eyeing everything and kind of shrugging it off.
yeah, and he was basically doing the same thing in this. Um, Finished up Gen V, which fucking rocked. The season itself was up and down, but the last episode kicked piles and piles of ass.
Nice.
Um, so if anybody needs to catch up on that, I would recommend it. And we just finished the second season of Wednesday a few minutes ago, and it was pretty good. I don't think it was as strong as season one, and it took a few episodes to get going, but once it got going, it was enjoyable again. Overall, I'd give it like a 7. Um,
Does Jenna Ortega seem like she's enjoying doing it in season two?
um, yeah, but it's kind of hard to tell because the whole character is
Right.
just,
No emotion or happiness.
yeah. There is one scene where she switches bodies with the roommate.
Mm-hmm.
So the roommate has her body and dresses her all up in like rainbows, and she's like dancing around and being friendly to everybody. And she seemed to be having a blast doing that. So I would say she had a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. Because yeah, I thought I read something that she was like kind of shrugging about doing the second season of it, but yeah, that might I don't know. Is that the time when we would apply the thing the kids say 6'7"? Is that how that slang works? Do you know anything about this slang, Alec?
I have no idea what that is. I saw something about it earlier, and I was like, I don't know what that is, and I didn't look into it.
I saw that it's the word of the year, like Merriam-Webster's putting in the dictionary this year. So 6'7" is now something because it's like brain rot internet slang.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Thanks, dictionary.
everything's going great.
Uh, Sean.
Sean left. He dropped. At
Yeah,
least at least
Nate.
momentarily. I'll do it. Sure. I guess.
If he
Thanks so
doesn't come
much
back,
for
this might be really short.
I know, right? This just like, all right, we watched the movie. See ya.
You can just leave the room open. If anybody else pops in, they can talk about it and
Yeah, there you
slide back
go.
out.
I watched five things. One of them
Damn.
I know TJ also saw, so I won't talk about it until TJ gets here. Should be in a few minutes. Um, I watched The Faculty again.
Oh wow.
That's a fun movie. It's pretty stupid, but it's a lot of fun. Like, I don't know. And I think Josh Hartnett's really good in it. Like,
Hmm.
as is Frodo.
Oh, Elijah Wood.
Yeah, Elijah Wood's good. Like everybody's actually pretty good in it considering that they're limited to what they're allowed to do.
It doesn't really surprise me about Elijah Wood because the further we get along in life, the more I realize how much he's a weirdo and likes doing weird things. He's not just a like mainstream actor.
Yeah, he's just I don't know, like he's able to do a lot of eye acting that works really well in this movie because they don't, a lot of it's just like we got to convince the parents that the teachers are turning into that there's something wrong with the teachers, and then so he's just doing a lot of eye acting work that makes it clear that like he's scared and worried and things that I don't know. I admire that because he's it's just cool. It's cool that he's a good actor. And then yeah, Hartnett's fun because he's basically Bruce Wayne. He has like a secret crime lab where he's making drugs. It's so yeah. The middle of this movie, like they go back to Hartnett's house and like both of his parents are gone, which is my other aspect of the Bruce Wayne hypothesis. Like he has no parents, he lives in a mansion, and he has a crime lab where they like get there, they use his microscope, he puts on glasses, they're doing a bunch of tests. It was fun. But yeah, the Faculty, fine movie. I saw The Lost Boys again. That was our
Ooh.
like local charitable movie thing for last month, and that was a blast. That's just a fun movie. Like, and yet another movie about like just guys wanting to kiss. That's the whole premise of the
Mm.
movie. You know,
Hell yeah.
they're vampires, but they're also boys, and they're lost. Uh, and then I watched Face Off because why not?
Ooh,
And that
man,
movie's
another
just
back
always
here.
fun. That movie's just fun. And it's actually really, when you look at the acting and you notice how much Travolta and Cage are trying to act like each other when they've switched faces, it's pretty effective. Like they both do a good job of grabbing onto each other's shtick about it. So that's a fun one. And then the last thing I watched that I can talk about before TJ gets here is Videodrome, which
Ooh.
first time I actually watched
Oh
it,
yeah.
but yeah, I love it. It's also like okay, everybody's seen Videodrome here.
Yeah. Like Debbie Harry at her possibly her hottest
Yes.
with the brown hair.
hmm And like basically the movie is about what we're experiencing with social media algorithms. It's
Yes.
just like, hey, what if powerful people who disagreed with each other used media to brainwash and radicalize people until they don't know what reality is anymore and they commit violence? And this was 1983 that they said this. So, 42 years ago, Cronenberg's like, hey, people are going to do this. You're not going to like it. And here we are. We're doing it right now. It's exciting.
We're
Um,
really doing it.
I'm so proud of us. Yeah, great movie though. Really, really good. It's one of those things too where like James Woods is such a like garbage person that you don't want to like him, but he's a really good actor in the movie. Like he's so convincingly gross and
Yeah.
also an everyman at the same
The
time.
cathode ray mission is like one of my favorite all-time things in any movie ever. Like I just love like that Sacred Heart of TV thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The premise of like, hey, all these homeless people need time with television for a certain amount of
Yeah.
time. So we're just going to have a church dedicated to making sure they watch TV so they don't lose that. I mean, all of it about, the creation of like a greater reality through experiencing TV also feels really, I mean, it's very much like what we're doing with TikTok and everything, but and influencers and all these things, but it's also just the way that we've kind of lost track of what life is outside of the media we consume. So I think it's fascinating, and I don't see any irony in bringing that up on a podcast of this nature. So that's cool.
Nate, how are you on Cronenberg like in general?
I mean, I love pretty much everything of his that I watch, just for kind of different reasons. But I haven't seen a lot of stuff. Like I haven't seen Map of the Stars, which I think you liked, but everybody else here hated, or at least you
There
got
were
it.
there were mixed opinions on Map of the Stars.
Was that the one I
Um,
stopped watching when they shot the dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, like History of Violence is a good movie, which is weird that it's him, but it's him. I love
Oh, I
Scanners.
had no idea that was him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Eastern
Wow.
Promises are both Cronenberg. I
Wow.
love
I
Yeah.
Crash.
didn't know
His
that either.
Crash is
He's
good.
Gogs, I wish Gogs was on here because he famously hates scanners. I think because the lead is like a model or something. He's not like a real actor. And it's like super apparent. And like Gogs like cannot deal with it. He just came like totally unglued.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. But it's hard to like put
Yeah,
anybody against Michael Ironside, right? Like
yeah,
you have the actor in this movie. So it doesn't matter who the hero is, air quotes. We've got the guy. Uh I
yeah.
even liked Shivers, which I watched a couple years ago for the first time. Like that's pretty good. And that's like his third movie or something. It's all
Did you ever see Existence?
no, I haven't seen Existenz. And that's
Oh,
like on my list of things because it was one of those movies that every time we'd go to the video store when I was a kid, I was like, I want to watch that. And it was like, you can't see that. That's too old for you. Um, so now I just need to do it because it's one, it's Existenz and like Strange Days and Gattaca all exist in this same
yeah,
sort of mind space for me. So, yeah.
yeah.
But that's all I watched other than the one tabled thing. So, Sean,
I watched some documentary about shopping on Netflix. I forget what it was called, but it was basically just like, the amount of just like nonsense shit we buy and like how we're destroying ourselves. So uplifting. It made me think of Gogs's Funko Pop collection. It's just like I think a Funko Pop is just like the icon of waste for whatever reason. Like I'm sure I've made this bitch before, but it's like I know we've got them all for each other as gifts when they're kind of new and it's fine, but it's like at some point it's like who really needs an action figure of Ted Lasso's boss that doesn't do anything? Like, what is like? Why do you want or need that? Like,
Wait,
I don't get it.
did
But
that one come out?
there's several of them. I mean, no shade to that woman because like I find her like incredibly attractive. She's a really good
you can wad
actress.
my
Hannah
ham any day.
Waddington.
Waddingham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Waddingham. Yeah,
Yeah.
great singer too.
Yes.
But don't need an action figure of her. Um, and it's not even an action. Anyway, I'm getting off on a
Yeah.
tangent.
No.
But then I watched the first season of Peacemaker because I know the second season's finished,
Mhm.
and I like Peacemaker a lot. I liked it the first time I watched it. I think I liked it a little bit more this time. Crazy how like John Cena and Batista became like really good actors.
Yeah.
Um, but that's yeah, I'm keeping it kind of low key on movies and stuff lately. So, do you want to just get in? What was the thing that was tabled? I want to hear about what you guys watched.
Oh yeah, well I watched the Chainsaw Man movie, and I know TJ also
Oh,
watched
okay.
it, so uh, give him a couple minutes. I'll rant briefly on your anti-capitalist rant
Funko Pops.
about Funko Pops, because what I have a lot lately is this sort of because my wife and I have gone to like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff because she's buying like duped perfumes that you learn about on TikTok, I guess, and they sell them
Yeah.
Our
at
food
those
decor.
stores. Exactly. Uh,
What are they called?
I mean, back in the day, they were like parfum decor. It was like knockoffs. You remember
Oh, okay.
those? Shit, what was that stuff called? Bod.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the same thing, but for men. It was they were all those were like knockoffs of like Old Spice and
Yeah.
other shit. Parfum decor was the lady version.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there's apparently like right now there's this whole push on TikTok where there's these like I guess they're Middle Eastern companies that make these dupe perfumes, but they usually make them with the person who designed the smell to begin with, so it's actually like a legit replication of the thing. So she was trying to find a perfume. Anyway, we've gone to these stores a lot. So like lots of Marshalls, lots of TJ Maxx. And then just, you're also your occasional Costco trip, these other things where I every time I go in these places, it boggles my mind how much shit exists that no one is buying and it's just there, right? Like you go into a discount
Yeah.
store and it's like, oh, hey, there's thousands, there's like 5 aisles of just ceramic animals and decor and things that like
Like the home goods, like Tyrannosaurus coffee table shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And
yeah.
I mean it's that. It's even like if I go into Best Buy, like you just look and you're like, fuck, like there's like 500 TVs in here. And I can't believe that everybody who's in the vicinity doesn't already have at least two TVs. So what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Like, and all those things have more utility than the Funko Pop, but it does become sometimes like, wow, we just make stuff for no reason, huh? Like everybody could be sated, but we won't allow it.
Yeah, I was just talking about the TVs the other day because it was like some Black Friday thing, and I remember Black Friday being a big deal when TVs were $3,000 and you could get a flat screen by I don't know, fucking Westinghouse or whatever for $1,700. But now it's like a TV like is like $50. So, but again, like you said, they just mass produce them to the point where like I haven't been in need of a television in 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like TV technology has not upgraded to the point where it's like, we went from cathode rays, to flat screens or whatever to high def like LCD, then to whatever it is now. And now it's like they just keep making them, and I don't know. I don't know what the demand is, like you said. But again, even the television has utility. And I'm not like an ascetic. I'm not saying you shouldn't own anything just because you enjoy it. But it's just like who like have you been to a Barnes and Nobles lately?
Oh yeah.
It's like half books and like half tchotchkes and board games that are like outrageously priced.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I guess there's like a lot of stuff that goes into those board games, and there's the art and whatever, but like $70 board games, but then it's fucking alternate She-Ra Funko Pop and fucking like ramen noodle Uno. Like it's just nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, we've reached that point where we can produce everything anybody could want, and actually nobody wants any of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And they couldn't afford it if they wanted it to begin with. I was looking at speaking of like actual action figures, like Star Wars action figures, which ostensibly are for children. I guess they're not anymore because they know their market, but they're like, just a regular ass like basic action figures, like $19. And it's like, if you're a struggling parent, like, here, play with this man, like you can get one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People aren't making any fucking money, so it's just like it's just so brutal.
Well,
like everything
yeah,
is awful.
When I was a kid, like a GI Joe or a Ninja Turtle was like $5, right? And that was always like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, I'm spending my allowance on this one thing this week. But it was
Yeah.
$5, which I mean, in
Right.
1980, 1990 is still a good amount of money, but it's not $20.
Yeah.
Like,
But it wasn't like the buying power of your wage was like more commensurate with that. Like even though like inflation, we theoretically would raise both things to an equivalent, like it's not that way.
yeah, no. Instead, individual cheeseburgers and action figures have become outrageously overpriced.
Right. And it's like, yeah, I went to fucking I think I might have told the story before. I was I pulled over to do like a video conference I had to like present something at. And when I was done, a guy came up to me, he's like, "Hey man, can you buy me lunch?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. Where do you want to go?" And he's at McDonald's. So we walked across the street to McDonald's. I got him 20 chicken nuggets and a soda, and it was $20 and or like $23 or something. I almost shit my entire ass. Like I was fucking irate. Not because like, it's money, it's whatever, but it's just like, the idea that you'd have to work like 2 hours there to be able to buy the fucking chicken nuggets is outlandish.
When you know that the margin on those chicken nuggets is like 600% because they just pour.
It's not even actual food.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a food-based consumption product.
Okay. Okay, Jamie Oliver.
All right, so we vamped for a little bit. I don't know if we
Let's
should
talk about.
Should we just talk about Venom too?
Sean's favorite movie.
All right.
I think it did make my like Molly's list the year that it came out. To be honest, one of them definitely did. I can't remember if it was the first one or this one.
That first one came out in 2018. That shit's like 7 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean this movie is already 4 years old, almost.
I looked at it and looked back at the first one. It was directed by Ruben Fleischer, who is not a great director, but he directed like Zombieland. So I feel like he should kind of get the tone, but he didn't.
Yeah, and impressively, Andy
like,
Serkis got the tone of this.
Yeah, and this movie's a lot closer to like. I mean, obviously, we already talked about that. It's way better and totally better, but like Ruben Fleischer should have like hit that out of the park. That's like it's right up his alley for what kind of
do like
movie
a horror comedy superhero movie that's taking itself half seriously.
Yeah,
well, it also isn't bogged down with the fucking bullshit origin story that takes what in the first Venom. Goddamn, how long does it take before they actually get to Eddie and the symbiote? Like it's like half the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think it's like a third at least because there's a lot of it just
Yeah.
like, oh, he's just down on his luck, and it's like, okay, we get it. Like we don't need 7 scenes of him being down on his luck. Like, come on.
Also, like one of my favorite things in that first movie is like, yeah, I'll just go to now. I'll check an email. I'll look and see what the secret is. And then like he's this like brilliant like Pulitzer Prize winning investigative reporter, but it doesn't occur to him that like it shows when you open an email.
Well, he's not investigating computers usually.
He's not a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist for Wired.
Yeah, he's a classic old school like going down an alley reporter.
I had texted TJ, and I know we'll get to the actual like meat of the movie, but like I found it hilarious that in the narrative, the world of this movie, that like television reporters are reporting on print reporters, like Eddie Brock's famous comeback. It's like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's the most egregious suspension of disbelief in the movie is that like, oh, a single journalist in print in San Francisco will become world famous.
Yeah, Michael Olesker back on the trail. Like
That's a very local reference.
I
very,
assumed as much. I love it.
very local. And very he's been well, I don't know. The Sun's basically out of
Although,
business anyway.
you know what's funny is did you guys ever see Diner?
Yeah,
No,
totally.
no.
Diner's a Baltimore set movie about four guys hanging out in a diner. It's got Mickey Rourke and Paul Reiser and who else is in it? But it's a good movie. It's one of those guys just being horned up in a diner kind of movies.
Steve Gutenberg
Yeah, Gutenberg's in it. That's right.
and Kevin Bacon.
Always.
Sorry, I lost you guys for a second.
Daniel Stern, Tim Daly, Ellen Barkin. That's got a lot of people in it.
We're talking
I've
diner.
never,
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, I think Daniel Stern plays Richard Scher. Alec, you remember Richard Scher?
No.
The news guy with like the gray afro from WJZ.
Oh wow. I can see how he could pull that off though. Daniel Stern's got a fucking crazy hair, like Marv from Home Alone.
Wet bandits. Anyway, my bad. Nate, what happened in Venom Let There Be Carnage?
Oh my God. So many things happened in Venom Let There Be Carnage. The movie opens with a very important flashback because Lord knows we need to be emotionally invested in our villains right away. So we get to see a young Cletus Cassidy and his lover, who I don't remember what her name is.
Shriek?
Yeah, okay, Shriek. And whatever. She's got a person name too. That's not just her superhero name.
Francine something maybe.
Yeah. Francine, Francis, something like that.
Like super popular black lady named Francine.
Very, very very common. So
Francis.
So they're in a home for like unwanted mutant children, I guess.
It's literally called like a home for unwanted children, which is bananas.
Hey, look, where do we put these
recognized
unwanted
her.
children? Oh, shoot, look.
She was the woman from 28 Days Later. I knew I recognized her from something.
The British lady?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
The lead? Oh, yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
And also,
She's a lot better
for
in
those
that
of you who
movie.
didn't watch 28 Days Later, she's also the lady scientist from Rampage.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
She's really pulling the lady scientist card a lot, huh?
Lady scientist. I didn't know we were talking about woke nonsense on this show.
Well, it's flashback time to 1996 at the beginning of Venom Let There Be Carnage. But TJ, it's your turn to talk about what you watched, including a thing that you and I both watched, so I haven't talked about it yet.
Oh. Hi everybody. Sorry, I was late. I was talking about woke nonsense. I was tending to my mental health. I watched one
Gay?
I watched one thing. I watched the Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc film.
Yep, I saw that too.
That as well, Nate?
Yep.
I loved it. I think it's a fucking masterpiece. I'm an enormous fan of the series. Like I've read all the comics. It's the only manga I've ever read as it's coming out, which is infuriating because manga is like incredibly short. Like each issue is like it feels like it's over in like 2 seconds. But I love the movie. I thought the animation was incredible. I thought that one thing I love about Fujimoto, the guy that created Chainsaw Man, his work is his ability to make things like very like it's full of action, it's full of drama, it's full of romance, but it also has like just like very like a sadness to the whole thing. Like he adds there's so much emotional range. And like Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc gets like super silly. Like I mean, there's some like really silly parts of the movie, but by the end, it kind of got me. Like I don't want to spoil the ending, but
Yeah.
like the ending is very sad, and it's just like I don't know, it's very impressive. I loved it. I can't wait to watch it again. I do have one thing to say though that I needed to bring up on the show. It is kind of outside the realm of the movie. Alec, you're on the call, right? Hey, buddy. Uh, Alec, are you still an AMC Stubs member?
No.
But
I
are
mean, my account is still there,
right.
but I've
So
got,
you have the free account. You don't have the plus, right? Or whatever they call it.
yeah, not anymore.
Did you know that you earn points for that you can renew for like AMC crap at the store at the
Yeah.
theater?
You didn't know that?
Had no idea.
That's how I
So
used to get most of my like snacks and drinks and stuff.
I had no
Because you could
fucking
redeem
idea.
them for like sodas and popcorn.
So every time I've used I mean I go to AMC pretty much exclusively. So every time I use the app, I just buy the ticket, they scan
Chill.
it. What's that?
Chill.
I scan the ticket, nobody really talks to me, and I just go to the movies, right? So before the Reze arc, I scan my ticket. There's only one guy. It's at the Catonsville movie theater, and the guy's like, "Hey, I wanted to get concessions," and the guy's like, "Hey, are you an AMC Stubs member?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I give him my email. He's like, "You know, you have like 9,000 points, right?" I go, "What the hell are you talking about?" He goes, "Yeah." You could every like I forget the number, but every certain number of points, you get a $5 voucher for AMC stuff, right? And they're unlimited. So you can redeem as many as you want at once. I redeemed like $75 worth of these points, and I was able to buy the Pochita popcorn bucket that is $40. I got it for basically free, and I got all my snacks. I was like, this is amazing. I wrote an email to the fucking manager of that store and told him that guy rocks because I have been going to AMC for a decade. No one has ever told me about this. I thought it was pretty
Did
great.
you then calculate how much money you had to spend to
No.
get that amount of points?
You got to figure, dude, I've been an AMC Stubs member forever. So
Well,
these points have
it's a
been,
sunk cost fallacy. He's going to the movies
yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, I how did you feel about the movie, Nate? Because I loved it. I have nothing but good things to say about it. I thought it was incredible, and I like the new art style. A lot of people were complaining about the new art style for the characters. It's more in line with the manga, and I loved it. I thought it looked great.
Yeah, it didn't the
Before Nate says something smart, is is Chainsaw Man Trigger? Is that studio or is that somebody else?
No, Mappa does Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
Mappa's also really good. Mappa, they do a lot of the high profile ones. Like they do Jujutsu Kaisen, which I also really like. They did I don't know if anybody's watched it on the show, but they did the Ranma one half remake that's on Netflix, which is also really good, which I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Nate.
nice. Yeah, yeah, no, I thought it was great. I thought the art style was nice. I mean, I noticed the difference, but
Yeah.
I also don't tend to care because I think that a cool thing that anime should be able to do is slightly change the character models over time
Yeah, I mean it's like
because
comic books.
they're
Yeah.
individual things, right? Like, yeah, and comics have
Yeah.
different artists. Like, it's silly to think that they have to remain internally consistent all the time. Um, yeah, my like it is at once like as emotionally deep and as completely like silly, lighthearted, goofy
Yeah.
as the series. And I think like I mean, I read one review that they were kind of harping on the fact that it lacks a little bit of the sort of inventiveness of the way the visuals roll out,
Yeah,
which I
I don't.
don't disagree with. Like, it's a little
See,
more conventional action movie at times, but it's not enough that I would complain about it. I don't think
see,
that
I mean,
that's even like a real
I
issue.
disagree with that only because like during so for one thing I do want to say that I've seen people complain that there's not enough action in the movie. A third of the movie is an
Yeah, no,
action
once
scene.
you hit like an hour
Like
and 10 in, it's all action from there and then
but
it's done.
I feel like the animation during that action sequence was like wild because they like broke out like rotoscoping at one point. They were doing all the weird like color stuff. I thought they were doing a lot of inventive things during that fight scene. But yeah, a majority of the film is a fight scene. So I kept saying, "Oh, there's too much romance." It's like, did you watch the movie? Because like I don't like literally. Did you just want 100% fighting the entire time? Also, have you not watched the show?
Also, isn't the show like a lot of it revolve around like Denji's like romantic plots?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well,
Again,
it's
like,
like it's
did you not
Denji
like
and
the show? Because
capitalism and things. Yeah, like
yeah, there's a lot going on under the hood with Chainsaw Man. Like it's
yeah.
I don't know. I love that series so much, and I thought like I was hyped for this movie as soon as they announced. I think I sent Sean a text as soon as they showed the fucking teaser trailer. I was like, oh my god, I'm so in.
Well, I was kind of fucked up because I thought it was going to be like, was it Dan to Dan? Like they do this a lot where they take like 3 or 4 episodes of a show
Yeah,
and stitch them together and release it as a movie. I didn't realize it was like a wholly original film.
yeah. So basically, for those of you that don't know, so the show finished one arc of the comic, and then this arc basically like this is going to bridge the gap. The movie is going to bridge the gap between season 1 and or 2 and 3. So it's so fucking good. And like what's cool, I mean, I know I'm Mr. like I don't care about box office because I usually don't care, but it's pretty rad that this movie's already made like $120 million on a $4 million budget. Like it's
Yeah,
just
it
cool
was
that
number one
anime.
last weekend,
That's wild.
which is
That an,
great because it is
and
like
a bunch of the screenings was subtitled, which I thought was cool too because I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to watch the dub, and I ended up did watching the dub just because the subtitle showing was like later. But it's
yeah,
cool that
I
you
had the
can
same
even
issue.
have the option to go see it subtitled. Like that's wild to me.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the sub, but the sub show was at like 10:30 in the morning or something, and I couldn't
Yeah,
make it work.
yeah.
So I was like, well, whatever. And the voice acting was fine. I mean, it didn't hurt anything. But as I've gone
Yeah,
back to
it
rewatch the series, I'm
it
like, I do prefer this. Like, I do prefer the sub.
it's a little weird to watch the whole show. It's funny because I had the opposite thing with Neon Genesis Evangelion where like I mean, this is years and years and years ago, but they put out they put out 2 movies after the show was finished, Death and Rebirth, and then End of Evangelion. Well, I got a bootleg VHS tape. This is how old this was of those 2 things, like long before they came available over here. Because you kids out there don't know, back in the old days when you liked anime, it used to take fucking forever to get the animes that come out over here. But that those
You
two
have to go to Suncoast Video and pay
Oh my
$8,000.
Oh my God. Oh, I remember it's not
I bought a copy of Venus Wars at Suncoast in whatever 1990, whatever the fuck. I shit you not, was like $40. It would have been like $270 in our money.
I
Like it was
bought
crazy.
I'll never forget this. Alec, what was the name of that? It wasn't like FYE, but there was like a music store in Cranberry Mall. You know what I'm talking about? It was like some weird
It's like Record Town or something,
I
or
can't remember
like
what it was
Sam
called.
Goody,
I mean,
Waxy Maxy.
it was a whole bunch of different ones. It just kept changing. It was FYE at one point,
Maybe it was FYE. Well, I bought
but because different like record stores kept buying it, or they kept getting bought out,
yeah.
and
The
it was
Wall.
always a record
It was-
store.
So I bought on DVD. I bought a DVD of a better. It's not an anime, but a foreign movie, A Better Tomorrow 2, Chow Yun Fat, John Woo classic. $65. Can you imagine?
I mean, I bought all 6 discs of like Cowboy Bebop on DVD
Oh, yeah.
back in probably like 2002, and I think they were $30 each.
Mm.
Like that was just how it was.
Well, talking about Ava, I remember I had all the tapes. They had the whole series, and I think each of those tapes was $30. It was when it was only like an hour on each tape because it was only 2 episodes on each tape. God, dark times. You kids these days don't know what like it was rough. But yeah,
back to
sorry.
that record store. That record store, fun fact, was across the, I don't know, aisle
Yeah.
from like the only Chick-fil-A I knew even existed
Yes, that's right.
for like till I was in my like 20s. I didn't even know
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A was a thing, except for this one like mall kiosk Chick-fil-A.
It was right next to KB Toys.
Yep, KB
We
Toys
had
was on
this-
one side, Tees Etc. was on the other side. Tees Etc. was
Tees
where I bought all
Etc..
my comic books for a long time. The t-shirt
I-
store
we
that
had
had a
this-
couple of comic books.
I have a funny Tees Etc. story. Anthony and I were there. This is years ago. We were kids, and I don't know. They had like a Devilman comic, and I was like, I forget exactly what I said, but like I was like, can I buy this? And they're like, I think it's 18 only. And I was like, well, I don't think it is. I mean, I have the movie, and the guy looks at it and he goes, doesn't look like a movie to me. Fucking dickhead. Mm.
What a
Anyway.
jerk.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole. He's probably dead. He probably died of a heroin overdose like everybody else in Westminster. But anyway.
But yeah, the
yeah,
Chainsaw Man movie's really good. Go see it.
it's
It is.
so fucking
It's like
good.
it is genuinely one of those like heartbreaker kind of movies, which
Oh,
I
so
which I love. I love feeling stuff when I see
so
movies.
good. That and the ending, dude, like you didn't read the manga, did you, Nate?
No, I didn't.
So I knew what was coming. So I was like, I'm already kind of know the endings, but knowing the ending kind of made it kind of sting even more. I was like, damn, like I don't know, Fujimoto, like I don't know if I think I talked about it on the show. I highly recommend everybody listening and everybody here watch a movie that was also done based off a Fujimoto comic called Look Back. It came out last year. It's fantastic. It's only an hour long and it's packed with so much story and emotion. And again, the animation is beautiful. And it's all about like it's basically all about like the joy of creation and like growing close and then growing apart from people. It's a brilliant movie. And again, that ending, I don't want to spoil anything, but that ending is a gut punch. Like Fujimoto, I don't know what happened to that guy. I hope he's okay. But he loves like making you very sad. Like I think it's funny because like my favorite animes are all about like suffering. Like I love Ava, I love Chainsaw Man, and I love Berserk. And all of those stories are basically just about like suffering and misery. But anyway.
Oh, speaking of, I did see the first two episodes of The Chair Company. I highly recommend. But
so good. So good. I think I might have talked about that on our last episode. The first episode was out, but it's fantastic. It's so good. But that's all I got.
All right, we'll jump back into the plot already in progress. It's 1996 in Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
Nate, did you give me chocolate and tater tots? Sean does the voice better.
I need brains.
Sean, I remember when Venom 1 came out, Sean did that voice for like a year.
I like blew my throat out the one episode I talked about it.
Well, Sean,
beg to differ. They do not have the smallest brains of anyone.
Sean is I'm sure he's already taught you were talking about it, but Sean is a ride or die for this series. Like he was right there on ground zero. Yeah, I mean, I have to say.
Well, because like I remember because I think you and Alex saw it in the theater together, if I remember, and you were like, "This sucks," and then I went and saw it, and I was like, "That is a terrible take," because like I could not stop laughing.
This one is much funnier than the first one. I mean, it's
Yeah.
unintentional at times, but like this is like, I think Alec said it in analog in the text thread, but this movie feels like it's written by like a 6-year-old. Like it's so like it has like ADHD and it's like goofy. And I didn't look at is this rated R? Because it feels like the most PG-13 R-rated movie I've ever seen. It feels like a fifth grader wrote it because it's like it's kind of violent, but not really violent. But like I don't know, it's a fascinating piece of cinema.
It's PG-13.
It's like
Okay, yeah, all right.
It's all id.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I'm sorry for disrupting the show.
No, look, come on. It's too late now.
You were right at the opening of Cletus Cassidy in the Home for Dipshit Retards or whatever it was called.
Is there any reason
for unwanted children?
So about Cletus Cassidy, I understand in the comic books that he has red hair, right? Like I'm very familiar with the comics, Maximum Carnage, fundamental comic in my life. I love that series.
Oh, that video game.
The video game rocked. I had the red cartridge. Yeah. It was awesome.
I played it like a week ago. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Didn't Bill Sienkiewicz draw the ad for? Do you remember the comic book ad for Maximum Carnage? I think he drew the Carnage on there.
I believe he did. But the thing is, right? Like the rest of the movie isn't comic book accurate at all. So why, in God's green earth, why did they decide, hey, we need to give Woody Harrelson this goofy ass red hair because he looks ridiculous. Like it looks so off. It's just like, can you just leave him bald? Like, does he need to have the red hair? Does that make the movie?
Well, because they would have got 9,000 tweets or whatever that it's like Cletus Cassidy has red hair. Not only does he have red hair, he's like a fireman because everything he likes or owns also has to be red.
Yeah. We haven't gotten to the part where he eats his blood and he's like, your blood tastes weird. I know something. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Blood.
We before you got on, we talked a little bit about how this is like this movie is best when Cletus Cassidy's not involved in it.
Because I
you don't really need him.
Because he's so bad in the movie. Like him and his girlfriend are like my favorite part of the movie because they're so terrible. Like, and then like the movie tries to give this like emotional core to the story between him and her, and then they have like Cletus as a kid with the weird cartoon drawings, and it's kind of like Rob Zombie's Halloween, where it's like, wait, am I supposed to feel bad for Cletus Cassidy now? Like, I don't understand. Because in the comics, he's like a Joker character. Like, he has no like redeeming qualities. He's just like a serial killer, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. Like, he just also, Alec, you probably know this better than anybody. The actual origins of how Carnage came to be is like Venom just kind of gave birth to him, if I remember correctly. Like I couldn't remember.
Like it was like a spore or something that came off of him.
Yeah, it was something weird. I remember that. Anyway, anybody remember Anti-Venom? That shit was stupid as hell.
And Toxin.
Oh, Toxin. Oh my god, Toxin. Also, Carnage's girlfriend in the comics had a symbiote, right? Wasn't she also like a yellow symbiote, or am I thinking of a different character? And I'm pretty sure in Venom 1 they teased her in that yellow symbiote. Well,
in the third one they have like a shitload of symbiotes. So like, anyway,
what's his name?
We're 10 seconds into the movie.
Sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
So it's a flashback, and young Cletus is watching Francis get pulled away from him at this home for unwanted children. And she uses her sonic screaming power, which will come back only to cause a bell to crush her later. But at least for now, it seems like it's useful. And she attacks a police officer in the back of a car, and he shoots at her, and we think she's dead. And because they didn't de-age anybody or use the same actors or even actors that look like the actors who play the characters later, you're not really sure what's going on yet. Yeah. But you find out. And I actually admire that. I think that was the right choice. I want movies to do that more.
The cop doesn't know that she has superpowers. He just knows she's a black lady, so he tries to shoot her.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He's just he's just being an Irishman. He's Mulligan, and so he's like, all right.
Look out!
Is his name a reference to Peter Mulligan? Isn't it spelled the same? Because his name's like Peter.
Well, being as how they both spell and pronounce their names differently, I'm going to say no. Oh. His name's Peter Milligan.
Milligan. Oh, you're right.
I thought for like half this movie that was Donnie Wahlberg.
No, that's what's that guy's name?
Stephen
Graham.
He's
generally a good actor, but his accent.
Everybody sucks.
His accent, and Tom. I said it to Sean in text. Like the two of their accents, like dueling back and forth, is just something to behold. It's like both of them can't really like wrangle in what they're trying to do. Like Stephen Graham is kind of doing like, "Hey, I'm walking here" kind of accent, and like I don't know what Tom Hardy's doing.
Like, Tom Hardy's doing Brownsville Mike Tyson. That's his accent. Is Stephen Graham like he's really good in Adolescence? He has like a really thick like like I forget where, one of those like regional British accents that's like incredibly goofy.
Well, because
Yeah,
he's
he's really-
Tommy in Snatch, right? Because
Yes.
he's the guy
Yeah.
that's always
Yeah.
hanging out with Statham.
He's also really good in this movie called This Is England, which I've brought up a bunch of times.
Yeah.
That movie's great.
Yeah.
He plays like a skinhead in that. He's fantastic.
Also, the only good Clash song on the second version of the Clash that cut the crap album.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, so now we jump to present day. And
Never gonna get through
that
this.
same guy, Mulligan, he's now a full-on detective, and he's talking to Eddie Brock. And they're talking about Cletus being a serial killer in San Quentin. And Cletus wants to talk to Eddie.
Eddie.
And this is very important because there's going to be really emotional, like heartstring plucking emotion later when Cletus reveals
Also-
that he just wanted a friend.
Yeah, that was like, what was that? Also, Tom Hardy, Eddie, I'll use his character's name. Eddie can talk to Venom like just in his head, like in his thoughts, but he feels compelled to constantly talk out loud to Venom, even though he's surrounded by like police and other people. He looks like a complete fucking sociopath, like, but nobody really reacts to it except for one lady because he's like, "You stupid bitch," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "It's so dumb. It's so fucking stupid. Like, why?"
I almost wonder if they meant to have the Venom head more in the movie, but they're like, this shit is getting too expensive, and they just like never adjusted for the actual verbal dialogue. But also, the movie doesn't work comedically if it's all internal, I guess.
That's true. I don't know. It just looks ridiculous when he's like literally like next to like a cop and he's just like, "Shut up, Venom, like you're gay." And he's like, "I'm not gay."
She didn't know that she needed our help. Lethal protectors.
You are really good at that, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I got you the chickens. You can eat those. I don't know what chickens. They do not have brains.
They don't have the brain fluid I need. It's only in chocolate and brains or whatever.
So yeah, so I guess by talking to Cletus, Venom realizes where all the victims are buried by noticing something that Cletus has scratched in the wall of his prison cell.
Yeah. So Venom is able to control Eddie Brock, a la like fucking upgrade, and he's able to like make Eddie draw this like elaborate like reenactment of what's on the wall. But then 5 minutes later, Venom is incapable of cooking an egg, which is just like very confusing to me. Like,
Well, he didn't see a cooked egg on a prison wall, so he doesn't have a resource.
Also, like him singing "Let's Call the Whole Thing Off" is maybe the funniest thing that's ever happened in a movie.
Yeah, that was really good. That whole sequence is just priceless. Like he's just
that should
he's
be the entire movie.
Yeah. That's a $5,000 TV. Don't throw that out the window. Oh, I'm gonna throw that out the window.
I cannot eat Sonny and Cher. They are best friends.
So Eddie becomes famous. He's a world famous reporter because he has revealed the location of all of the victims.
He becomes re-famous because, as they state in the clumsiest way possible, I was famous. I used to have my own very popular television show. And then his return to the shores of Fistiana are heralded by every television news crew.
Oh, God.
I defy anybody on this call to name 3 print journalists right now, as plugged in as everybody is with the news. I'm talking about newspaper journalists.
Is David Sirota one?
He's like an analyst and a tweeter. I don't know. I guess he does write articles. So we got David Sirota.
That's kind of what I got.
Shit, I can't think of that. Ethan, or no, what's that guy's name? I don't know. He's like a shit lib. I can't stand him. Ezra Klein.
Ezra Klein.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I
Point
got.
taken. This is not a believable aspect of the movie that anybody knows who Eddie Brock is. Although Eddie Brock has a very memorable name, I guess. So Eddie's on top of the world. He and Venom are basically like superheroes.
I forgot that Cletus Cassidy is such a menace that California has reinstated the death penalty specifically for him.
Oh, God. Enjoy the show.
Only after they found his victims.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like he was just in jail before, but they resentenced him later. Because
But he's in jail in like in hell, like he's in like Arkham Asylum.
And they're like, we should just kill this guy. Let's just get this over with. Uh, so yeah, so while Eddie and Venom are now kind of living their best life, kind of just feeling like superheroes, uh, Eddie gets a call from Anne, played by what's her face?
Oh, the thread. What's her
Yeah,
fucking name? Jesus Christ.
Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Who-
"Hey, we haven't talked in a while. Can we meet up?" And
Yeah.
as any dipshit would do, he's like, "Oh, this is great. She wants to get back together. Let's go do this."
Yeah.
Venom really wants to get back
Yeah.
together.
Venom loves Michelle Williams. Well, I think if I remember correctly, doesn't Venom take over her? Or is that in this movie?
That
Didn't he
isn't-
take?
That's
That
this
is in this
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got the two mixed up.
But yeah, so they go out to dinner. He meets her at a like bar restaurant, fancy place. He's trying to play it extra cool, right? So because he's always carrying his motorcycle helmet around. That's in addition to having Venom, he always has a motorcycle helmet on him.
He his streetwear is like, and I don't think anybody's gonna get this reference, but he looks like one of the people in Warren Ellis's Black Summer. Is like how he's dressed
I got
with
it.
his like very like angular motorcycle helmet and gear.
So he's going in there, and he and Venom are like, "Hey, we're gonna get back together. This is it. This is the time. So we just got to tell her how we feel." And she drops the bomb that she's marrying Doctor Dipshit. I can't remember the doctor's name.
Also, not for nothing,
Dan.
Eddie
Isn't it
Brock,
Dan?
world class.
It's Dan, right?
And
Dan,
at the end,
yeah.
he's like, "Bye,
Yeah.
Dan."
Harry sucks.
you're a lead-
He's a pussy.
But then he's like, "I love Dan. Dan's the best. Love you, Dan."
I appreciate you,
Dan is also the one that was like, I think you have some kind of parasite like, in the first movie. But again, Woodward and Bernstein over here somehow does not see this like Epcot Center sized diamond ring she's wearing as she walks into the bar and sits there for 20 minutes.
Well, Eddie is
She,
Eddie is like a functional idiot. Like he's in, like I talked to Sean on text. I text him a lot when I was watching this movie. I I feel like canonically Eddie Brock has some kind of like learning disability because he's like incredibly dumb in this movie. Like I don't know how to describe his like reactions to things and just his overall kind of demeanor is just like he's just
he's
stupid and aloof. Like
dumb in the comics too. He's dumb as a rock.
well, yeah, he's dumb
Like
as
the
a
whole reason
rock.
he like got ahead is because he like
He
lied.
Yeah, he lied. He was a photographer in the comics, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he was like
Couldn't they
setting
just
up.
give him?
He was like setting up crimes himself or something.
something like that. Yeah.
Doesn't his whole movie arc work better if he's like a disgraced cop / private detective rather than a fucking journalist?
Yeah, but only if they call him a private dick.
Oh, gumshoe!
But yeah, I mean,
Venom,
But he has like
the Venom
he has like a
noir.
police arc. I'm sorry, what?
How about the Venom noir? Like Venom and like a touch of evil. Like,
so yeah, so they get their heart broken, and Eddie is very sad, and Venom is sadder,
yeah,
arguably.
Venom's real sad. Venom is going through a lot in this movie. Like he has like a sexual awakening. He like realizes he has a son, but that's better than him. Venom's going through a lot.
Yeah, yeah. This is really this is Venom's like
That's a red one. I can't fight the red ones. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's a red one. I can't do that.
so
This
yeah,
movie
so
rules.
it really it's such a fun movie. So yeah, so now they're all bummed out. We have that adorable sequence with the let's call the whole thing off, and Venom is trying to make Eddie feel better.
You say potato, I say potato. Sorry, I'll stop doing the voice.
No, it's
No,
you should
no,
just do
please
it. You should do the whole voice, the whole thing.
You won't be able to talk for
I'm
3 days.
saving-
But
Yeah, I'm saving up for the club scene because it's like my favorite scene in the movie.
It's possibly the best scene in any movie ever made.
So yeah, so Eddie's bummed out. They're trying to figure out. Venom says maybe the cutest thing too in that let's call the whole thing off, where he's like, I can't fix a broken heart or whatever, right? He's like, because he's always able to make Eddie like physically feel better after he gets beat up, but he can't do that. And it's a sweet moment. They are probably the best on-screen couple in cinema history, I think.
Oh, 100%.
So then Cletus wants Eddie to come to his
Sit
execution.
Wong Kar-wai.
Yeah, so Eddie's going to Cletus's execution.
Venom and In the Mood for Love. Can you imagine? I just want Venom in everything.
Yeah. Like Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like if it's just Daniel Day-Lewis with a Venom head floating around him all the time.
Hey, look out for John Wilkes.
You have to free those other losers. They were losers like you.
So Eddie goes to the execution, and they have a chat beforehand because they're holding him in they're holding Cletus in like a small but open cell. They're like, hey, this guy's really dangerous, but let's let him be able to reach his arms out at anybody passing by. And he grabs Eddie and bites him, and he ingests a little bit of symbiote when he does that. And that's where we got that.
That's where he's like,
your blood tastes weird.
I know blood. Your blood tastes like cinnamon. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? And then he sucks up the symbiote. He's like, oh, symbiote. And then like, what the fuck was that?
Well, it's a metaphor for AIDS.
Oh wow, I didn't pick up
San
on
Francisco, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Damn. This movie's deep.
Very deep. So deep it doesn't even know how deep it is.
So yeah, then Venom and Eddie end up having an argument because Venom still wants to eat some brains. Eddie won't let him. And Eddie's just generally feeling like Venom's causing him all the problems. He even says, he has something like, my life was going great, and then you showed up, and now I'm, look at this place, all this other stuff.
Eddie won't even let him.
I had that great television show. I was like, that show got canceled before I met you. And he's like, yeah, well,
Eddie won't let him eat they stop like a robbery, and Eddie won't let Venom eat the robber. He's like, no, he can be really rehabilitated. Like,
yeah.
Like his Tom Hardy's voice is what's the guy's name from Welcome Back, Kotter?
Oh yeah. Oh shit! What the fuck is
John
it?
Travolta?
Yeah, John
Travolta.
Yeah.
Vinny Barbarino.
Barbarino.
Jesus Christ.
I have an Alec question because this happened shortly after. In the comic books, like Venom can't just be by itself, right? Isn't that the whole point of having a host?
Yeah, it has to have a host. And in the comics, Venom it's not has to, but thrives on hosts with a certain kind of cancer because they produce like more adrenaline.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
or something.
But
yeah, it has to. It doesn't work not being bonded to somebody.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's why they could just put him in like tubs of goo or tubs of glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like him being on his own implies that his natural state is like 9 feet tall. So like, how would he fit?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I think when he's on his own, he's going through a number of rebound relationships. Like at one point, he like jumps off of someone who's totally gassed, right? So I think it's really like hey, you broke up and now you're just gonna go like sleep around a little bit.
The thing is, though, this movie does this thing where they introduce this thing at the very end because like Carnage and Cassidy have they disagree, right? Like Carnage wants to kill his girlfriend, and then like Cletus is like, no, you have to don't kill my wife. And then like Dan's like, hey, they're not symbiotic, and that like weakens Carnage, which is like stupid because that is like an element they really haven't talked about in the entire fucking movie.
They're not drift compatible,
right? Exactly. I was thank you. Thank you so much. That's exactly what I was looking for. But like I don't know, a competent screenwriter would have written something where like Venom has a hard time living outside of Eddie, but like he's just kind of sad. He doesn't have like he's just bouncing from person to person. Like I guess in Nate's analogy, he's like having some quick fucks. Like
that's all he's doing. He's going through Tinder. He's like I thought I had a long-term.
We have a saying.
I'm gonna swipe right.
The best way to get over someone is to get under someone. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, red pilled Venom.
No, not the red ones.
Oh, I can't do the red one. That's right. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh my god, the fucking Carnage is Andrew Tate.
Oh my god. Oh.
There you go.
All right, continue, Nate. We're 10 minutes.
So yeah,
in.
the execution starts and the Carnage symbiote comes out and then just like goes on a rampage, killing all the people who were there to watch the execution.
Cletus's last words are, what does he say? He says something ridiculous. He's like, enjoy the show. Like very spicy. It's like,
Yeah, it's a little sus.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Also, I know this was only like 6 years ago, but this looks like shit.
Oh, the effects in this movie are not great.
Yeah, no. Anytime it's not Venom, because they kind of. I mean, I think Venom looks okay, but better in low light, and this doesn't work at all. Like this is like tunnel vision inside a cement prison, and they're just he's just like an animated wave of.
I know I make this all the time, but you know, he looks like the animated fire from the Terminator 2 DVD menu going through that prison because it's all gray with just this like red splotch everywhere.
And then Carnage turns into like a Carnage tornado at one point. Like the thing about Carnage that's cool in the comics is that like unlike Venom, like he can turn his like symbiote into like razor blades basically. Like that's kind of cool. Like, why doesn't he just like slice people up? But no, let's make Carnage like a Carnage tornado and like kill the warden. Like, what? Why? Like, it's so stupid. Isn't it cooler to like have him like slice and dice people? Like, that sounds more fun. Like, I want like the Dead Alive scene with Carnage where he's just like there's just like well, I guess it's PG-13. They couldn't do it. Yeah. Like, I want like buckets of blood. Like, I just want body parts everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they're trading on the cliche of like, oh look, he's getting all the prison guards that mistreated him, but like we don't see any of that. He
wants it to look like a fucking Palestinian children's hospital by the end of the scene.
Yeah, yeah. But also there's like a weird moment where like there's like they focus on like one guard and the guard's like, I have a family, and then like what was that? Like, okay, like all right,
that's just how evil this guy is.
Right. I mean,
you won't even listen to someone who has a family.
Can't we infer that he's already evil by the I don't know, dozens of victims that they already know he killed? Like, why do we need like I have a family? Like, okay, like what? Like,
also like
they missed the opportunity to be like, now you have a family in mourning or something like that.
Better. This is why you need to punch up these Marvel scripts.
And Eddie should feel pretty responsible because if he didn't figure out who all the victims were, all of those people wouldn't be in there to watch him get executed and all get killed themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Eddie doesn't give a fuck about anything but himself.
Yeah,
well, no, because he's got his heart broken.
Yeah, he cares about Michelle Williams, which, you know, relatable.
Hey,
I mean,
yeah. So yeah, the big old prison break situation. Cletus goes and then he breaks out Shriek from whatever mental institution thing. It's not the unwanted children one now. It's something else.
Unwanted,
but she's been
Ravenscroft.
Yeah, is it Ravenscroft?
And she's stored in like a magneto box that's like the same. Like we don't know what to do, so we'll just use an acrylic plastic cube that we keep you in. And then they're gonna go team up to go after Eddie and Venom, I guess, for reasons. Because Carnage doesn't like his daddy. That seems to be the only issue.
That's about it. Yeah.
They like have no incentive to do it. They could run away and live a happy life together. But they're like, let's steal this convertible and go murder a guy and another symbiote because. Meanwhile, Detective Mulligan warns Eddie about all of this because they're paying him to be in the movie, so he better be in more scenes than just the first two.
He's like, hey, Paisan, don't jerk me around over here, over there.
And
fucking Andrew Cuomo was on the case.
And then Eddie gets in touch with Anne because he needs legal help, I guess. Oh, because he gets arrested. That's right. Mulligan arrests him, arrests Eddie. So he calls Anne with his one phone call. And then he's like, hey, Venom and I broke up. And then we cut to the best part of the movie, which is Venom just doing San Francisco.
Oh my God.
Also, shout out to the Lil Sims being in the movie and her rendition of the Venom, which I think is superior to the Eminem one. She's great. If you're not familiar with her as an artist. Yeah.
They kill him.
And
Forgot
I
about
may
that.
have, I feel like I've referenced this a million times, but he gets all like, raved up, and Venom gets on stage, takes the microphone. He is, by all accounts, a 11-foot monster.
Yeah.
Some twink from the back to shore up the question the audience may have yells, "Hey, great
Yeah,
costume!"
yeah.
And then he proceeds to deliver a diatribe about his ex-boyfriend, who no one's aware of. He's like, "Eddie
He
sucks."
sucks and he's no good. I don't like Eddie.
And he
he
just
also when the costume is complimented, he says, "Thank you, one person."
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get to be who you are, and you're struggling to be who you are, and then you are free to be who you are.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, he's literally coming out. Like it's his Venom's coming out party.
He says he's out of the Eddie closet.
The only thing this scene is sorely lacking is Venom like drinking like a cocktail, like a mojito or
Like a,
something, like
yeah, like something very like
a
fey, like a big like
Cosmo.
Mai Tai or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Like I really need, like I needed a scene after he steps off the stage, like where he's at a bar and they're like, "How you doing?" "Oh, things have been better, like I don't know.
Also, like, it is funny that Venom finally gets loose, and he's like so consumed by his like gay angst that he forgets about eating brains the whole
That
time.
is true. He doesn't talk about brains at all. Like
He,
he can
he,
do
he is
whatever he wants.
completely untethered from from any like morality at this point. He's like, you know what, my boyfriend's a dick.
And yeah, and he comes flopping into the convenience store and slimes off of the last person he's got because he needs chocolate. He hasn't had
Yeah, and
anything
Yeah.
to eat.
also the convenience store lady making her return. She's like completely aware of Venom and like again not really that concerned about the fact that there's one living symbiote in Tom Hardy, but also there's the existence of aliens. Like again, we talk about this on the show all the time where people are nonplussed by things that would literally break like a normal human's brain, like H.P. Lovecraft style, and people are just like, whatever, this is cool. Like
Yeah, it's San Francisco. It's weird. Also, like the whole time, all I can think of is like this like bodega run by this old Asian lady in downtown San Francisco. A chocolate bar probably costs $37. Like it has to be prohibitively expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, Venom ends up bonding to her for a little
yeah.
bit, and that's when I guess Anne comes in to talk to her and convinces Venom to forgive Eddie. So they do that whole thing, which is very cute.
Well, she also knows it's Venom, and Eddie doesn't because it's like Eddie, go fuck yourself. And
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
This is also when the movie kind of forgets about Carnage for like a big chunk of the runtime, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, wait, he's the villain," and then they have that fight, and then the movie's over. It's like what?
yeah, and then they have to go do the Daredevil bullseye fight.
Yeah,
So yeah, she convinces Venom to forgive him. They get Eddie away from the police, and Cletus takes Detective Mulligan hostage, and they have to find an abandoned cathedral that's available that's also half under construction because there's always one of those in every town.
But also a priest milling around in there for some
Well,
reason.
yeah,
just
I
hanging
mean,
out.
just keeping the candles lit.
They do have that great
Also-
joke where it's like, Father, you're going to die. And
Not
it's like,
you.
what? It's like, no, not you.
yeah. But also like the movie again, like the movie works a little better if like they say they like kidnap the priest or whatever, but he's there like voluntarily, like he's fine. Like
Yeah, like I grew up Catholic. The priests don't just hang out there in the fucking like the church part 24/7. They're not just shuffling about. Like it's not like a fucking Exxon where somebody has to be on shift all night long.
it's just a church is just a priest spawn point. Like they're just there. They're just like...
just follow the priest's movement path, and you'll figure out where he's going to be when you need him. So yeah, because Cletus and Francis want to get married. That's their thing. They want to get married, and then they're going to kill Venom. I guess. I don't.
I guess
This
again,
this is,
like
Well, that way they can't testify against each other.
Cletus's motivation to kill Venom is like so half baked, and like again, the movie like kind of forgets about Cletus. Like it's weird. It seems like two movies stitched together. It looked like the movie in the middle. Like it's very odd.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Eddie and Venom show up. They're going to fight Carnage. But I guess maybe I skipped the part where Venom is in Michelle Williams. and that's
Mm.
where the apology sequence
Lucky Venom.
happens, where you get to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's doing an arguably clever thing where it's like, look, Eddie is going to have this conversation with the woman who he broke up with, but also with the symbiote that he broke up with, so that he can
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of
Yeah.
deal with all of his emotional baggage in one conversation. So, but they show up to fight Carnage, and then there's just a bunch of fighting. It looks like maybe Mulligan got killed because he's hanging from a chain. Venom's having a hard time fighting Carnage, but hey, it turns out that Shriek's power of shrieking is bad because symbiotes don't like loud, high-pitched noises. So that shit just keeps happening. And they fight, lots of jumping around the church.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
pretty
much
much
it,
it.
right?
And then in the meantime,
They're fighting.
Stephen Graham is getting
They're,
like stabbed in the eye by Shriek or whatever, and it's like,
yeah.
okay.
An eye for an eye. Their fight looks like the thing where the blood's in the petri dish and like they try to burn it or whatever and it runs away. That's what these things look like, just smashing into each
It
other.
looks so bad.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
looks so fucking bad. I remember they like showed this off in the trailer, and I remember even in the trailer, I was like, that looks like shit. Like why are you showing this off? Like, but yeah, they fight and they fight, and then Dan like saves Venom because Venom's like we said before, like Venom sees Carnage, he's like, oh no, it's a Redwood, I can't fight that. And then he fights him, and then he kind of loses, and then Dan like saves Venom, and Venom has like a Rocky moment where he gets up and he keeps fighting, and it's like, oh, okay, like, it's so stupid.
And a big
They
bell
should have
falls
played
on
the
Shriek.
music.
Yeah.
And then they win. But I guess
Yeah.
Mulligan's eyes glow because he's supposed
Yeah,
to
so
be a
Does
different.
does Mulligan show up in the third one, Sean? I know you've seen the third
I
one.
don't remember.
I don't feel like
I
he
don't
does
think
either.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's just a pointless thing because
Like not only are these movies not in continuity with Spider-Man, they're not in continuity with each other. Like they all just kind of like they're like kind of uh anthological. Nate, what's the word for anthology? Like, is that right?
Yeah, they can be anthological. That works. Yeah.
but
They're
that,
just
that,
yeah,
don't
it's
they,
like
Thank you.
these are all of a piece, but it doesn't
don't
matter.
they cut back to him and his eyes are weird and he's like monsters everywhere or something stupid. It's
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
Because I
Okay.
guess that character
Well, I could
becomes
wasn't.
Toxin, maybe.
Yeah, wasn't Toxin a cop in the comics?
Toxin's origin story.
Yeah,
Alec.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's like
he
asking
was.
me what was Night Wishes. What was that guy that was like a Spawn ripoff that Marvel did? I can't like
Night
Night
Watch.
Thrasher.
no
No,
Night Thrasher was in the
Thwack.
New Warriors.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Wayne Taylor of the Taylor Foundation
What?
and his sister with the crutches.
What was his name? Night Watch, was that his name? Because they were gonna make
Night Watch, yeah.
make that into a Sony movie too before they shit canned the stupid Sony verse thing. That was like I was like, why are you making that into a movie? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's basically the movie.
I think
Then,
that's the movie.
well,
I
then
mean, other than we get the beautiful end sort of scene of the
I love
boys
you,
on the
Dad.
beach together.
Lethal Protector.
Yeah. We need to protect us. I'm going to get a mask and a cape. No, I don't. I think I'm cool on the mask and the cape. Actually,
It's so stupid. But yeah, I forgot it. It ends with Eddie on a beach, and then that ties into his cameo in
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
at like a beach bar, and the Venom suit like stays in the Marvel continuity or something, but that'll probably never pay off.
A little piece of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's Venom. Let There Be Carnage. We've talked so much through this whole synopsis. So I think we've said all we need to say. So let there be five knuckle shuffles. Alec.
A 5.
Oh,
Like, it was not without its points where I legitimately laughed. Like at the end where Venom, I forget exactly what he did. It might have been right after he bit or right before he bit Carnage's head off. And he goes, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah, that was
Throws his
funny.
body
That
away.
was funny
Like-
because like Cletus was like, "I want to be your friend," and Venom's like, "Fuck this guy." Like, it was great.
Yeah.
if you only get one fuck, that's a great
Yeah.
way to use
Yeah.
it.
Like it definitely had its moments where it was enjoyable, and it's infinitely better than the first one, but it's still not good. I do want to see the third one now, just to like
Oh, I think it's
complete
already
it.
on the Plex.
Maybe somebody can pick that for next week.
Oh yeah, Tom Hardy's in
Have
it.
a different
Yeah.
thread. Um,
I don't know if I can watch another Venom movie.
but yeah, in 2 weeks I won't know what happened in each movie. The first two, it'll just be I don't know what happened in each one. They'll be indecipherable because the first one had like 8 symbiotes.
Yeah.
And the last one has like 12 symbiotes. So
Like you'd think in the first one they had all those symbiotes. Having one in this one wouldn't have been such a big deal.
Well,
But
also you could like since you introduced all these other symbiotes in the last one, you could have just had one of them like I don't know get loose or something, and that's how Carnage comes to be. Not that he eats his blood and that's where he like becomes Venom. Like it's very silly.
yeah, it is very silly.
They should have done the Spider-Man Rain thing where Michelle Williams got like cummed in too much and now she's a symbiote.
Shout out to Carrie Andrews. He was at the Baltimore Comic Con. I got to meet him last week.
That book rules. I will suffer no argument. And I know a lot of people hate that shit. I
love it.
love Spider-Man Rain.
I love it.
I don't know. Yeah, who hates it? Idiots.
It's fantastic.
Stupid idiots.
That concept.
I think
the idea of Doctor Octopus being dead, but the arms are still alive.
the arms, yeah.
That's like such a cool idea. Like I love that book.
I know I've said this before, and I think I got like lambasted for it, but I think Spider-Man Reign is just as good as The Dark Knight Returns, in my opinion.
I don't know about that, but
yeah.
Anyway, Alec, pass the mic, sir.
Sean.
Oh shit, it's an 8. I recognize that this movie's not good, like at all, by any metric of how like a film should be successful. But like, I enjoy it a lot. Like it's like eminently watchable. It's fast. Like it doesn't waste any time because it doesn't have anything on its mind. Like I guess you can't waste time if you have nothing to do but exist. My biggest complaint. I'm saying it's like saying like a
twice as bright, last half as
Oh,
long.
I get it. I think it's a brilliant observation. I think it's fantastic. I wasn't laughing because I disagreed. I'm laughing because it's spot on.
I think the only thing that drags this movie down is all the other characters that aren't Venom and Eddie, because that's all I want is just their queer romance and adventure. Like it's the Tom Hardy is committing. I mean, he commits to everything, even that terrible Al Capone movie.
Oh,
but
oh shit, damn. I think we just got a pick for next week. I totally forgot about that.
I kind of wanted to pick Infamous, the one where he plays the twins, because I keep seeing clips of it, but I've never seen the movie.
It's called Legend, and that's what I was going to pick, but now I really want to pick Capone.
But like he's like committed to everything, and I appreciate it because he knows this movie's stupid, but he's like, I'm gonna have the best time anybody's ever had making a movie, and it shows. Like, who was it? Was it Alec that said, or Gogs, where it was like, I guess Gogs isn't coming, by the way, but he said that like he imagines Venom is like how his dog would talk to him if his dog could talk, and I thought that was really sweet. Yeah. But I'm a sucker for that song. Let's call the whole thing off. It's a great Simpsons reference, and it's in a bunch of other stuff I loved. So for that to pop in, also, what is Eddie watching that Venom is aware of that song? Is he just sitting around watching like screwball like farce comedies from the 50s? Right. Like, I want to know what his media diet is. They're like confused. The screenwriters like confused about like journalism in the modern era, like how that works. Also, like, I think somebody was like, this feels like a couple movies stitched together, but I think what it was is they're writing the movie and they're doing all like the fun parts.
Yeah, and they're like, oh shit, like, we have a superhero movie to write.
Yeah, and then they got to do all the boring like race quests or whatever. It's like just to get it done to get the completion. But you almost picture them like, oh, what do you want Carnage to do here? And it's like Dennis and D, where it's like, I don't really give a shit. Yeah. It's like, I don't give a shit either.
Yeah.
But this is like easily the best of the Sony movies. And like, honestly, most of my favorite Spider-Man movies are Sony movies, weirdly enough. Like, obviously the 2 Spider-Verse movies, then probably Spider-Man 2, the Raimi movie, then this.
Then Amazing Spider-Man. or Amazing
No,
Spider-Man
Amazing
2.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
What's this gonna cost me, a boat? Spider-Man, you didn't come to my birthday.
Yeah, the motivation for Electro in that movie is because Spider-Man didn't come to his birthday party. Jesus Christ, what a
Speaking about, hey, Paisan, I'm swinging here. That fucking accent Andrew Garfield's wrangling around in that movie is something else. But I enjoy this movie a lot, but like I can't like defend it in any way.
Sure.
Nate.
Yeah, it's a 7 for me. I think. I mean, I'm with you, Sean, mostly on all of it. I think the way that I would have enjoyed this movie more is if maybe they were just working on a story together the whole time. It could be about a serial killer, but if this movie just didn't even have a villain, and it was just
You
like,
mean like if it was like an All the President's Men, but they are Woodward and
yeah,
Bernstein, the two of them,
yes,
like getting the
that's
story?
exactly what I want. I want a movie. Because I want this to happen in some superhero movie in my lifetime where it's like, hey, look, we know superhero movies are supposed to be this, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to have these, you've got two characters. They clearly have a relationship. Let them play that out. Let there be some sort of conceit happening in the background, but we don't even pretend we care about it. I would have been fine with the movie being, a half an hour of the Cletus stuff replaced with just like more clubbing and more like
Oh
speed
yeah,
dating or any number of things, right? Like, I want
yeah.
a
I want
montage of
Venom.
Venom like trying different people and being like,
Yeah,
this doesn't
I
feel
want,
right.
I want Venom. You remember that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where he goes on like the speed dating? I want that with
Yeah,
Venom.
yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean? That
totally,
would be
exactly.
No,
hilarious.
now I want Eddie Brock sitting on like a chair in like an '80s mall and Venom to come out as different people, and he's like doing the thumbs
Yes.
up, thumbs down.
And it also needs a True
That would be
Lies
amazing.
style. Eddie Brock is sitting in a chair in the dark smoking a cigarette while Venom hops from people to people in a dark hotel room.
Dude,
I
oh
want
my
that.
God.
Like let's
Yeah.
have fun with it. But yeah, that's the thing. Like this movie is so fun and so funny when it's just them and it's that whole thing. And even like Michelle Williams feels like I think she's got a bad wig in this movie, maybe. Like I
Yeah,
don't know what's going on with the hair.
she looks off in this movie. I don't know what it is. I agree.
She like is like a poor man's Claire Danes, and I'm gonna stay 10 toes down on that assessment.
I,
Oh,
I feel like it's
I
probably a
disagree with
thing
that.
where she's got like a pixie cut at this time and they're just throwing a long wig on her and it just doesn't ever look right on her head. So she seems off. And then she's just got to play this person who's irritated, but she doesn't really seem that irritated. She just seems like, paycheck. But yeah, I think it's a really fun movie. So it's a 7. TJ.
It's also a 7 for me. I only because I, in good conscience, can't put this in 8 category with some of the other movies I've made 8s. I do like this movie a lot. It's a lot of fun. It to me, it is it's much better than Venom 1 because like I found Venom 1 kind of boring. And this movie is not boring because it's so like spastic and crazy and like again like barely holds together. Like it is like the most flimsy script I've ever seen. Again, I think the movie kind of forgets what kind of movie it is. But it's a lot of fun and Venom is hilarious. Like it again, I don't know if it's like funny for the reasons the screenwriters think it's funny, but it's making me laugh. Like between Tom Hardy, who I need to let it be known that like Tom Hardy's like one of my favorite actors. Like I love Tom Hardy, but like I don't know what he's doing in these fucking movies. Like he like Sean said
Like
he commits like this Venom, this whole series for Tom Hardy's been like a passion project. Like he wanted to make
Well,
the
because he's a
Venom movies.
co-writer and co-producer on this movie and the third
He got a
movie.
story,
think
he got a
about like
story by credit on this.
Yeah.
think about like Jared Leto, who like fancies himself an actor, like his performance in Morbius versus Tom
Right.
Hardy's performance in Venom. Also, like it's funny to think of Tom Hardy as like the fighter pilot or the bomber in Dunkirk who's only acting with his eyes
Right.
versus this like insane like Czech comedy slapstick he's doing
Or
in this.
even like in Mad Max, you know what I mean? Like he does so much
Yeah.
acting with like barely doing anything. Like his, I mean, I know we've talked about this, Sean, maybe not on the show, but definitely analog. But like that one scene where he just kind of gives like the thumbs up, like there's so much into that,
Oh yeah.
into his emotion in that scene, and it's like it's just I don't know what he's doing in this. Like it's so crazy, but it is like you said, it is so watchable. Like I couldn't like a lot of times, when I take my eyes, I get bored. I start looking at my phone. but I could not peel my eyes away from the screen for this movie. So there's something redeemable about it. It's bad, but it's like fun bad. It's bad in the way that I wish more bad movies were, because it's a lot of fun. It's terrible, but like I'd watch this over Morbius any day of the week, because Morbius thinks it's a real movie and this doesn't. So
I have to assume that in the Venom universe that Beverly Hills Cop exists,
Right.
and Tom Hardy has decided Eddie Brock is singularly a fan of that movie because he's from San Francisco. He has no ties to Detroit, but he is wearing the Axel Foley Detroit Lions jacket in the movie.
I was going to ask you about that. I was a little confused. I was like, why is he wearing a Lions thing? But anyway, but yeah, it's a 7 for me, dog. It's a fun movie. It's a bad movie, but like it's I'd watch it again. This is definitely a movie to watch if you're on some edibles. I imagine this would be a lot of fun. But yeah, great, a good time had by all. I have a pick.
Gogs gave it a 7.
Gogs gave it a 7, but he didn't give like a full review, did he?
No, he just gave it a 7.
All right, in the way the show's been going lately, I'm going to let you guys pick between 2 picks, and I'm not going to pick Capone because I can't sit through that movie again. I think
It's so bad.
I think I had like a mental breakdown when I watched it the first time. I think like I was like live tweeting Sean as I was watching it.
Just like Al Capone.
Yeah.
What did he live tweet?
I would. Oh, Al Capone. Yeah, he was.
Anybody who can figure out this code will find my vault.
There was nothing in Al Capone's vault, but it wasn't Geraldo's fault. I'm gonna pick between The Legend. That's the movie where Tom Hardy plays two Tom Hardys. It's like a crime movie, or a movie that I haven't seen in probably, I don't know, since it came out, Warrior, where it's Tom Hardy as like a UFC fighter and his brother is what's his name?
Babyhead Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, Joel Edgerton. I remember really liking Warrior. I've never seen Legend.
If we want to do a voice, pick Legend, because god damn it.
All right.
That's where that comes from. That Nick Nolte's performance in that movie. Also, Kurt Angle's in it.
All right, Legend.
Wow.
Oh wait, Warrior, you said, or Legend?
Yeah.
Warrior. All right,
Warrior.
Let's do Warrior. I remember liking Warrior a lot. So
yeah.
All right, let's do Warrior. Hopefully it'll be a quality film. not a film we like because it's a disaster. I really wanted to pick Capone, but I can't subjugate you guys to that fucking movie.
It's bad.
It's real bad. That's also what's his name, right?
Josh Trank.
That's
He deserves to die.
That's that's Chronicle, right? That's the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Josh Trank.
And Fan Forster.
Yeah. All right, well that's the show, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Nate, you got anything to promote?
Yeah, you can listen to my other podcast. It's called Debut Buddies. We talk about firsts.
Wait. You have another
It's
podcast?
called
You've been cheating on us with
Phil
another
Bud
podcast?
I think technically he's cheating on them with us.
We're
we're
the
the
side
side
piece.
There's plenty of me to go around, okay? Jeez. I'm like
It's
a
okay, baby.
symbiote.
I love you just the same. All right, everybody. That's the show.
All right.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, boys.